Hello everyone, I'm Scott Wade.
And I'm Samantha Sequeira.
And this is Between the Lines.
The hot news announced today, 11th of September, by the UK government is that UK work visas for foreign students who study in the UK will be extended to 2 years after graduation.
Well, it's been a long wait for this logical offering, which mirrors what is available in a lot of other countries. Now that Theresa May has moved on, international students should start to be treated as welcome once again.
Theresa May's immigration policies were blamed for a drop in international student enrolments. Given the current political climate in the UK, this move will be very popular in the study travel industry.
But as it stands, tuition fees for UK and EU students might make some think again about university study in the UK, which is why the government established an inquiry which has now published its recommendations.
The inquiry recommended that university fees should be reduced to a maximum of £7,500 from £7,250, which would reduce university revenue by nearly $2 billion per year.
A cross-party Lords Committee complained that it was concerned that this would affect research funding at universities, which is a shame, but it would also reduce student debt by $2 billion each year.
Yes, where student loans are concerned, no one seems to be too concerned about the students.
Couldn't agree more, Sam. Today's generation of students in many countries are leaving university with large debts.
A graduate in the UK from a 3-year degree carries more than £50,000 of debt on average and faces high interest rates. That's a whopping amount of debt for a young person to carry out into the workforce with them before they've even thought about buying a house.
Yeah, too true, Sam. Whereas we used to teach young people the benefits of saving money and being financially responsible, these huge uni fees are normalising large amounts of debts for young people. Tens of thousands in debt are just par for life now, and I can't imagine how I would have felt with that sort of debt when I left uni.
So should uni be free again, Scott? Do you think that would mean not so many students are able to go to uni, as the government wouldn't be able to afford to send as many as are going with loans now?
Uni should be free. It's about a country investing in its brightest talent and investment in the future. It is true that there would be less people at uni, and that would be a compromise, though some people might say that there are too many uni students and too many unis at the moment.
And instead of paying back loans, the students, on getting a job, would be spending that money in the economy, stimulating the economy in a way that's probably missing now.
It does sound a logical conclusion that amounts used to pay back loans would be making more difference if they were spent in the local economy. And what does worry me a bit is that government is selling off tranches of student loans to private collection companies that might apply commercial loan collection techniques.
The UK government in 2006 decided that unis could start to charge student fees of up to £3,000, which quickly tripled to over £9,000, for which the student could get a loan. This freed the government from funding student fees amid claims that the playing field had been levelled because more citizens were now able to attend university.
Do you think that's what has happened? It's an interesting discussion, so if you have something to say, write to Samantha or Scott at StudyTravel.network.
And we'll see you next time. Goodbye from Between the Lines.
Goodbye.